Alright everyone, welcome to another RFC Reviews. I'm your host Diecast, and today we have the Transformers Age of Extinction. No, The Last Night Premiere Edition Bumblebee. And this is the Wave 3 Bumblebee. The Bumblebee probably no one has ever really seen before. I don't think Wave 3 has ever been released in the US yet. And you know, the movie came out almost a year ago at HasCon in September of 2017. This is now January of 2018. We asked and they said, don't worry, these waves are still going to be out. There's 4 waves, and we've only really seen Wave 1, and some people have seen a little bit of Wave 2. But that's about it. I believe Bumblebee is in Wave 3. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at Bumblebee in his robot mode. And he looks fairly decent. He is the actual true representation of Bumblebee from the movie, from the Last Night, not Age of Extinction. But yeah, you can see it looks pretty nice. Even on the back, it's still got the... I feel like this is the new thing ever since the Masterpiece started doing it. Like, we're going to do it with all the Bumblebee toys, and just hang that back half of the car right there. It does have a little port right there if you want to put him on a stand. And yeah, a lot of yellow and gray and black plastic, and then you do get a little flat black paint. A little gold for the Chevy emblem right there, and then some nice silver paint throughout. You get a little bit of, looks like metallic headlights, which look pretty good. Some little black for the spoiler down here. So not a lot of paint, but it is nice where it does have it. So let's go ahead and get in here real close. Just do a nice shot of the head, and it looks pretty good. He can go left, he can go right, he can go up a lot, just like a lot, and he can't go down too much just because of the way his head is sculpted. On the arms, you get down. Due to transformation, you get a full 360 because it's on a ball joint. You also get everything start coming apart. You also get a swivel right above the elbow, and an elbow with 90 degrees worth of bend, and a hand with some inward rotation due to transformation. No waist. He does have a waist joint. He does have a waist joint, and then you get ball pegs for the legs, forward, backward, out. He can't get out all the way, but a little bit. Forward's plenty. He's a rocket. These feet. These feet are something that we will talk about. They're trying to make me talk about them early. Stop it, feet. Do get a rotation at right above the feet. One of the biggest complaints about this figure is the feet. You do get 90 degrees at the knee, and then the feet, you do get a wiggle and a waggle, a frontwards and a backwards, but you do not get ankle tilts. So, there you have Bumblebee with his articulation, and of course if you want you can wiggle the wings and tires and put them however you like. I don't know if you like the tires against the doors completely, or tires forward a little bit with the wings back. Yeah, I kind of hate when the tires are up here. I kind of wish they would sit down in here somewhere. Maybe a different joint that rotated them down. Because you have this hollow gap right through his backpack, which is kind of obnoxious. But from the front, it's okay. But you can see the top of him. I mean, it's the whole length of the hood that is the top of Bumblebee. And then you have all the windows and, whoops, wrong side, windows and everything right back there. So he's not 100%. He's very holy. He looks like there were a lot of design choices that they had to make on this guy in order to get him made at this deluxe class. Especially those feet. Those poor feet. I forgot the box. Let's take a look at the box. You got Bumblebee on the front here looking all Bumblebee-y. Yeah, you are ages 8+. Transformers on the side. Premiere Edition, which means movie. That's all that means for now. Movie. Deluxe class. And then on back here you have his wave mates. You have Crosshairs and you have Strafe. And I have both of them also. Strafe did not come out of the package. I believe he's the same as the Age of Extinction Strafe Deluxe class we got. Crosshairs is new. It's a new mold, and he is standout excellent. He is so much better than the Age of Extinction Crosshairs that we got. It's just amazing. You have 17 steps to transform him. You have Bumblebee on this side, looking all Bumblebee and you have some stuff on the bottom. And of course, my box is banged up because it came from overseas. Since, no one's really seen this wave in the U.S. I don't even think Hasbro Toy Shop's gotten this wave in the U.S. And it's only, close to a year after the movie came out. Maybe I'm exaggerating, maybe like 7-8 months, but, still, not very good for if you want your product to be out in a timely manner. And just to do a size comparison, your feet... Stop it. Just to do a size comparison, here he is with his wave mate Crosshairs, who again might be my favorite surprise, and I think, he did surprise me, which is one of the reasons he's my favorite of the Last Night wave, with all the changes they did to him. But, they scale pretty well together. And just for a comparison of another deluxe figure, even though it's not movie line, here he is with Scourge. Just so you can get a size comparison on them. And I wanted to kind of leave this to the end, but let's go ahead and do it now. The one thing I did want to point out is, and as you saw on the packaging, he comes with his blaster. But the really surprising thing about this, and I've never seen a Bumblebee figure do this, is in order to put his blaster on, what you need to do is pop off his arm by the mushroom peg, or the lower half of his arm, and put that off to the side, and then pop off his blaster, or pop on his blaster. And there you go. And then he has his blaster arm. This is a line that they're saying is still supposed to be for kids. And they're making you pop off an arm at a mushroom peg, not even an easy connection point. It's very, very questionable to me. And obviously he can't transform with this on either, so you're going to have to pop this off to do the transformation into vehicle mode, which is very, 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 very strange choice for this figure, for a deluxe figure. It's just kind of mind-boggling that they did that to me. Not something I would expect from a line that they say is designed for kids, to just have to pop it off like that. But again, my thoughts. I don't know what Hasbro was thinking, obviously, with this, and I don't think they'll ever tell us. Like, they say they want to make it easy for kids, but then they make you pop off a part at a mushroom peg joint, which doesn't really seem like the type of connection that you would want to be popping on and off all the time, because eventually that is going to wear out and then the arm's just going to, you know, fall off pretty easy. So hopefully kids have plenty of future floor polish to fix him up. So let's go ahead and get him into his vehicle mode. And first thing you want to do, it's 17 steps, and I haven't transformed this figure in months, so forgive me if I'm forgetting a little bit. We're just going to extend all this out. You can see the whole top half of the car folds in right here, including the windows and everything. So there is the top half unfolded. Come back here. Get that out of the way. And this whole piece will pop up like that. We'll just get that out of the way a little bit. Come down to his legs. And this is the thing about the feet. The feet are always flipping out like that and unpegging, which is so frustrating. They're on this slider here, and they only have one connection port. There's the slot right there and the tab right there, but it doesn't stay connected very well, and just from moving the foot, that has a tendency to pop out. Again, not really not happy with that, but you can see the back half of the car here. We're just going to flip this up. This piece comes around, flip that in, flip the bumper around, just like that. This piece will rotate around, which will form the quarter of the car, just like that. And this foot will tab in right on the back of the leg right there. And same thing on this side. We'll just undo this whole section here, bring that around, bring the back bumper out, slide this out, tabs in on the legs. That tabs in pretty nice. And then rotate this quarter panel up and clip it in right there. So there you have the back half of the car. Now I'll come up to the front half. We can rotate Bumblebee's head around if you want. I think you can. I think. Not easy. Not easy. Actually, no. That's going to block the hood from coming up. So you can't actually rotate his head around. But what you can do, bring these arms in, put these hands in. They're going to sit right in there. Same thing on this side. Bring them in, flip that in. Then you'll see this silver tab, which will go into that slot right on the side there. Same thing on this side. Bring that in, slot that in. And then we can just bring the doors up. You can see this piece on the side here. There's a clear post right there that this will tab into. And again, clear sections, especially clear posts, kind of scare me. You kind of got to squeeze it together. It's not a good feeling. And then just straighten up the car and tab it all together. Again, you get some clear tabs back here that will tab into these windows sections, which are also clear and painted yellow. So they are a little rubbery feeling. Have that all together. Get the doors tabbed in. And it's popping apart on me. I don't know why. I don't like it. I don't. These pieces will also flip in like that. And then this piece will just kind of push that in. And then push this hood piece down. Come on. Again, it's got a bunch of tight connection points on this. And a lot of them are clear plastic, so definitely want to use caution if you can ever find this toy to transform it. Squeeze that all together. Squeeze that all together. And there you go. There is Bumblebee in his vehicle mode, and you can see the gaps are not perfect. Maybe transforming something wrong, but back here it's not really lining up too well, and those are tabbed into the window. So I'm not really sure. Not really sure why they're not lining up a little bit better. But then they have this clear plastic, which on some figures looks nice, but on this figure there's just a lot of hollowness in there in the car. You can kind of see his feet up here, and back in the back window there's a lot of gapping too. So he's definitely not the best car. He does roll relatively well, and his blaster, I don't really know what you're supposed to do with this. You might be able to tab it in there if you want. If you want, you can kind of throw it in there. But yeah, maybe that fills in some of the hollowness of this piece. But yeah, you can see on the back here, he's just not really, panels are not really lining up the way you would want them to. So again, yellow is off from the doors to the quarters to the fenders to this clear plastic piece. Well, the doors are also clear plastic that are painted, so I would say a good 40% of this car is clear plastic. So obviously not the greatest Bumblebee, but just did want to show it to you guys real quick for a size comparison. Here is with Masterpiece Lambor. Just to do a quick size comparison on them, and that actually looks pretty good. Pretty good together size wise. Lambor is a little bit wider, but there you go. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, leave something, leave me some money, whatever you got, just leave it. Just, you know, you got toys, leave those too. I'll take those too. But there you go. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.